Is Stephen Curry an underrated ball handler? In the history of the NBA, the game has seen magicians with the basketball artists who turned the court into their canvas. But in the modern era, two names rise above all others. Two guards whose handles didn't just break ankles, they broke the rules of what was possible. This is the story of prime Stephen Curry and prime Kyrie Irving and their battle for the title of the best handles in the NBA. The rise of a baby-faced assassin. Before Stephen Curry became a two-time MVP, before he became the greatest shooter the game had ever seen, he was a skinny kid from Davidson College. What people forget is that Curry's handle wasn't always elite. In his early years, his dribble was functional enough to get to his spots, but not yet a weapon that could dismantle entire defenses. Mark Jackson's Steph was already a sniper when he came in, but to be great in this league, especially as a smaller guard, you need more than a jumper. You need the dribble to create separation against anyone, anytime. That's when he started putting in the work. By 2013, Curry's ball handling had transformed. He began blending his shooting threat with deceptive crossovers, hesitations, and behind-the-back counters. Defenders were no longer just guarding a shooter, they were guarding a dribbling time bomb. The birth of Uncle Drew. For Kyrie Irving, the handle wasn't something he had to build over time. It was part of his DNA. At St. Patrick High School in New Jersey, Kyrie's mixtapes were already the stuff of legend. His crossovers weren't just moves, they were poetry. Every dribble had a rhythm, every hesitation told a lie, and every spin left defenders reaching for air. After a short stay at Duke, Kyrie entered the NBA as the number 1 pick in 2011, Byron Scott. From the first practice, we knew this kid could do things with the basketball that you just can't teach. His handle wasn't just tight, it was creative. He was an artist, and the ball was his brush. While Curry's handle was a product of refinement, Kyrie's was a product of instinct. Every dribble looked improvised, yet perfectly controlled the jazz of basketball. The anatomy of the handle. When you break down their handles, you see two philosophies. Stephen Curry's handle was built for efficiency. His moves were minimal but lethal, designed to keep his shooting pocket ready at all times. His dribble attacks flowed directly into step-backs, floaters, or pull-up threes. Kyrie Irving's handle was built for artistry. His moves chained together crossovers into spins, spins into hesitations, hesitations into reverse pivots. He didn't just beat his defender, he embarrassed them. Steph's handle is like a scalpel. Precise, calculated, no wasted motion. Kyrie's handle is like a paintbrush, unpredictable, creative, and beautiful. Signature plays that shook the world. Steph Curry versus Chris Paul, 2015. Kyrie Irving versus Brandon Knight, 2013. Curry splitting the double team versus OKC. Kyrie's hesitation spin on Klay Thompson in the finals. In March 2015, Curry faced Chris Paul, widely considered the best defensive point guard in the league. On a simple pick and roll, Curry went behind the back, crossed over, and sent Paul stumbling to the floor before draining a jumper. Steve Kerr. That play was Steph in a nutshell. It wasn't flashy for the sake of being flashy. It was functional. He made the move because it created the shot. But man, it just happened to humiliate a Hall of Famer in the process. For Kyrie, one of his most famous plays came during Team USA scrimmages in 2014, when he put James Harden on skates with a hesitation dribble combo that left the entire gym erupting. Kevin Durant. When Kyrie's got it going, you're not guarding him. You're just hoping he misses. That handle It's unfair. The 2016 Finals Duel. The summer of 2016 gave us one of the greatest basketball series ever played. Warriors versus Cavaliers, Steph versus Kyrie. Both were in their primes. Both were the engines of their team's offense. And in those 7 games, the handle battle was a masterclass. Game 5, Kyrie scored 41 points, weaving through defenders with hesitation spins and behind the backs that seemed to defy physics. Game 7, the moment. With 53 seconds left, Kyrie isolated Steph. A hard dribble to the right, step back 3, splash. The shot that sealed Cleveland's first ever championship. At that moment, Kyrie Irving didn't just beat Stephen Curry, he beat the team that won 73 games, and he did it with the same tool he'd been sharpening since he first picked up a ball. Style makes the debate. Steph's handle thrives in chaos, designed to create space for his lightning-quick release. His movements are surgical, each dribble flowing into his shot mechanics. Kyrie's handle thrives in isolation, designed to break defenders one-on-one. His movements are elastic, unpredictable, and often breathtaking. Both styles are unstoppable in their own way, but they speak to different basketball souls. Influence on the game. After Steph's rise, kids everywhere started practicing pull-up threes off the dribble, learning that the handle and the jumper could be one fluid motion. After Kyrie's rise, kids started adding spins, hesitations, and double crossovers to their bag, learning that the handle could be a performance weapon and a statement. The legacy debate. Best handle in the NBA. It's a question that stirs barbershops, YouTube comments, and locker rooms. For Steph Curry, the handle is a weapon to unleash the deadliest shot in basketball. For Kyrie Irving, the handle is the performance and the bucket is the encore. Draymond Green, Steph's handle is underrated because people only focus on his shot. But without that handle, none of those shots happen. Jason Tatum. Kyrie's the best ball handler I've ever seen. Period. You can't predict him. That's what makes him dangerous. The dribble echoes on. In the end, maybe the answer isn't who had the better handle, but what those handles meant. To the game, to the culture, to every kid who ever picked up a ball and dreamed of breaking ankles under the bright lights. Who's your pick for the best handles?